share this program very, very wide. Still on Christian genocide in Nigeria by the Nigerian state, which have finally attracted the US government. IPOB have been hammering it. Some good conscious people in Nigeria, both from the north, have been hammering it, but the government have been intimidating everybody. Nobody will accuse Nnamdi Kanu by the Nigerian state of exposing the Fulanization agenda, exposing the Fulani herdsmen's impunity by the government. Nobody have accused Nnamdi Kanu of that. Rather, they are accusing Nnamdi Kanu of rubbish. The Fulani, the exposition of this Christian genocide in the whole Nigeria was the reason Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. But they want to divert attention. They call him terrorist. If somebody can be truthful to themselves, you ask yourself, why is it that all the amended count charges against Nnamdi Kanu that none have pointed out about Fulani herdsmen? Everything Nnamdi Kanu said about Fulani herdsmen. Nobody said, you, Nnamdi Kanu, you accused the government that they will use Fulani herdsmen to kill citizens. No, you can't hear that. Nobody will accuse Nnamdi Kanu and say that you are the Boko Haram. No. They instigated insecurity in Igbo land as they expected IPOB to be violent, and IPOB refused to be violent, to create road for them. So they have to do it by themselves. So Nigerian state, in the same genocide of Christians, they sent Fulani herdsmen as they sent them in other places in Nigeria. But IPOB blocked them, sent them ESN. We gave them ESN to deal with Fulani herdsmen. So they, in disguise, now instigated insecurity. Nigerian government now instigated insecurity in Southeast. Now started invading communities on the same jihadist mission. Because the way Nigerian army invade Igbo communities is not a way security comes to community to save people or to fight crime. It is not. We are going to prove it here. We have documentations, headlines we are going to present here. From the ones you are seeing on my screen, it can tell you all. Because what they do in Nigeria is, any condition they put the north, they must make sure it reach to other regions. They expected IPOB to be violent when they came with killings of IPOB peaceful protesters, so that they will use that advantage to invade our communities. It didn't work. IPOB remained peaceful. They attacked the home of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, in 2017. Carried on Python dance, killed IPOB members. Still, IPOB remained peaceful. So they were worried. Because Nigerian government, in order to carry on the Christian genocide against Nigerian citizens, IPOB refused to create avenue for them for invasion. Even as they tried, if invasion of Nnamdi Kanu's home did not make IPOB to pick up arms, then why should IPOB pick up arms while Nnamdi Kanu is in detention in Abuja? But he was missing for 1 year from Afaruku. We didn't pick up arms. So all they were doing in killing IPOB peaceful protesters is to force IPOB into arms so they will invade our communities. It's all about Christian genocide. But they must create way for it. So when IPOB refused to pick up arms, right, they now instigated insecurity by themselves. They recruited them. They called them unknown gunmen, so that in their attempt of coming to fight the unknown gunmen they recruited, they are the people they named them unknown gunmen. Before they named them, they formed the unknown gunmen, they need a state where they will capture, where they will stay and do their insecurity in Igbo land. Right? They now remove the governor of Imo State, they're making Hedia, and put Hope Uzodimma, who gave them Imo State, for Dash, to do all they can do. Do you understand? So they gathered their killers in Imo. Imo is the starting point. The Nigerian state named their criminals unknown gunmen. blocking independent investigators from investigating the criminals. So the government rushed and named them unknown gunmen. There's no government that can name a group of people unknown gunmen. A group of criminals is impossible. The government should fight and know the people. They cannot be unknown. How can few individual criminals be unknown? Government named them unknown. You believed? No, now. They named them unknown gunmen because they want to hide their identity. They want also to block investigators not to forward an investigation. So they will finalize in calling them unknown gunmen, as everybody hooked on. Because that is the work of the government. Taking your mind away from investigation. They will rush and name their creator, their creation. They will name their creation, give it a name that will keep your attention away from looking into it. Now, when they named them unknown gunmen, they started the action in Imo. Right? Now, because that was what they expected IPOB to do. When they were killing us, peaceful protesters, they expected us to be violent, so they will invade our communities. So when we wasn't violent, upon the missing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Afaruku Ibeku after attacking his home by the army, they now understand, even as they prescribe IPOB, they understood that IPOB can never go into violence. So they have no other option because the UK demanded evidence on why you prescribe IPOB. So they have to create their own. So they created criminality. They named them unknown gunmen. This thing is on the process of killing Christians. They pushed them because IPOB double-crossed them. So IPOB became the agenda of the Nigerian government. The main key is using Fulani herdsmen. So IPOB double-crossed them. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can never be accused in Nigerian court of exposing the issue of Fulani herdsmen. No, Nigerian government can never amend charge and reach to that place and say, you give the government allegation that Fulani will come and kill people, that herdsmen will come and kill and they will not be arrested. Nobody can accuse him of that. Nobody can accuse him and say, you say Buhari is Boko Haram. You say that Boko Haram can never stop Boko Haram. That Nigerian government is Boko Haram. Nobody can accuse him of that. Nobody can accuse Nnamdi Kanu that you said that Fulani will invade communities, massacre people with impunity, and nobody will arrest them. No, how can anybody accuse Nnamdi Kanu of that? No. That is the crime of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, fighting Nigerian state against Christian genocide. He fight against them in the north. He first protested in UK when he has not started agitation against killings in northern Nigeria. So, under Radio Biafra, he also exposed killings in the north. But we have no ground to launch a security in the north. Seeing the complicity of the northern leaders, then we have to give our people security, blocking Fulani herdsmen, which is Christian genocide. IPOB fought against Christian genocide. So Nigeria disguised and now recruited Dokobo, recruited Ebubago, recruited other criminals to cause problem in Southeast so that the army will carry on the Christian genocide. The police will carry on the Christian genocide. The same Dokobo will carry on the Christian genocide. That's why they recruited people, called them unknown gunmen. That's why, you see, that's why they recruited fake agitators. After they were doing this unknown gunmen, immediately Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. The unknown gunmen, Nigerian government told them to turn to agitators. They now became fake ESN. Any of their action, no longer unknown gunmen. They started killing people. They started doing everything with the name of ESN. The whole criminals that they recruited and called them unknown gunmen, automatically they turned to agitators. So that they will use the name of IPOB to kill people in Southeast. Because since they have been killing IPOB never revenged. If IPOB did not pick up arms while they attacked the home of the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, 2017, and he disappeared, the disappearance of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without IPOB members hearing from him, supposed to push us to carry up arms. The killings of IPOB in the same mission of Python dance, the killings of members, supposed to push us. IPOB is supposed to destroy Umuahia and call them Sabo. IPOB is supposed to destroy Obingwa, where OKZ, as the governor of Abia State, came from, and call them Sabo. IPOB is supposed to destroy, because this is what is happening in Imo. IPOB is supposed to destroy Abia South, which Obingwa falls in, just like Olu senatorial zone. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is from Umuahia. Umuahia was not destroyed. Umuahia is peaceful, right? Both 2017, Python dance, both 2021, he was kidnapped from Kenya. Do you understand? Obingwa, where Okezi as the governor of Abia State came from, falls in Abia South. Abia South includes Obingwa local government, Aba North local government, Aba South local government, Ugunabo local government, Ukwa East local government, and Ukwa West local government. All these places was not destroyed by IPOB. But Imo was destroyed, and they call it IPOB, because that's why they make Uzodinma governor of Imo. It is all about Christian genocide, which IPOB curtailed by giving them ESN. So they went back because they believed that attacking IPOB, that IPOB will revenge. So they will use that avenue to carry on the Christian genocide. Do you understand? It didn't work. Fulani herdsmen, Christian genocide in Southeast, IPOB blocked them with ESN. So they keep forcing themselves because they must generalize anything happening in the North. It is a policy. If you give North insecurity, you must set insecurity in other regions. If you give North poverty, you must make sure you make policies of poverty on other regions. If not for anything, if Igbo people try to grow, begin to destroy their business so that they'll start afresh. That is making them poor. That is the only knowledge they have in making them poor. Because they have created poverty for the North, created illiteracy for the North, created insecurity for the North, created no job for the North, created hunger for the North, created begging for the North, beggars. So they want it everywhere. So when they believe that IPOB will carry up, and so they will use that avenue to kill Christians, we didn't do it. They have to recruit their own. They named them unknown gunmen. They forced away the governor of Imo State. They forced in somebody that is number 4, so that he will give them Imo State. How can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come from Umuahia and Olu will be destroyed? How can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come from Umuahia? Umuahia will be peaceful. IPOB did not stop violence in Abia. They start violence in Olu, and they move it all around this Zogo. Move it to. Are you insane? Are you mad? 2017, Umuahia is peaceful. 2021, Umuahia peaceful. Abia State peaceful. Where IPOB is supposed to destroy. They didn't destroy, they went to Olo. Because you are insane. If you believe so. So we continue. So, let us go now with our documentations here. Right? I know where I touched that place. Let's go now. Share the program very, very well. Now we are coming with headlines to prove to you Christian genocide. Christian genocide. You know, Soludo was telling you about criminality. Soludo, as he says he's a professor, does not know the difference between genocide and criminality. You know, there have been criminality for long. Criminality doesn't stop. People can use any name. People can use police name to go to criminality. It's the duty of police to debunk it. People can use the name of army, use their uniform and go for crime. People even impersonate people's business. That is also criminality. People impersonate people's name and dupe people. Do you understand? People also choose to impersonate in agitation. They impersonated IPOB as their only means of going into criminality. Some use IPOB into kidnapping. Some use army as kidnappers. Some are criminals. They know they are kidnappers. So it doesn't mean that somebody who use army name or use police or using IPOB as the front line, using the name of IPOB or ESN to commit his crime, doesn't make IPOB criminal. It doesn't make police criminal. It doesn't make army criminal. It is when they did not clarify it. So people choose, as government directed them, to use the name of agitation that is on board to commit their own crime. The same way people use politics to commit crime. People are into politics. That is what they use to commit their own crime. People are into business. That is what they use to commit their own crime. People are in shops, but they are armed robbers. They are kidnappers. They will watch the main businessman, they will kidnap their fellow businessman. That is their own crime. So when we talk about genocide, a professor in Anambra brought criminality that had been in existence, which they themselves recruited this one. That is why they always use it as their point one accusation. Nobody can accuse IPOB of their offense before prescription. They will accuse IPOB that was prescribed 2017 with the things that happened 2021 to back up a prescription of 2017. Instead of taking people's minds backwards to the activities of IPOB that led to the prescription. No, you prescribed me in 2017 and your weapon of prescription is 2021, 2022 criminality you projected and sponsored. Is that how to defend accusation? Why can't you defend your accusation between the period of years of the accusation by, even if you're amending the charge, correcting the charge, it will be between 2017 down to 2012. You cannot accuse me of my activity of 2013, 2014, 2015, arrested me 2015, then prescribed me 2017. Then we look for evidence. You are bringing unknown government of 2020 as evidence of prosecution of 2017. You are looking for killings of our people by Simon Eberima in 2021 with the name of agitation to back up your accusation of 2017 prescription. Are you insane? Are you mad? You created insecurity. You use it to back up a 2017 accusation in Abara. That is insanity. So we continue. If you want to know a fool, it is a fool who called IPOB terrorist 2017 and bringing NSAS to back up 2017 prescription. That is how to know people that are mad. You call me thief yesterday, and the reason why you call me thief is something that will happen next 2 years. That's why you call me thief yesterday. So you are waiting for something to happen 2 years' time. So when they ask you, why did you call this man thief? They say, yes, that thing that will happen next 2 years. That's why I call him thief. So you call us terrorists 2017 because of unknown government 2021 and the Vanguard publication of Onyami statement, killing of Ahmed Gulak, attack on police station 2021-2020, attack on INI facility, attack on prison custody, NSAS of 2020 October was why you prescribed me 2017. That is how to know mad people. That is, if you want to know mad people, that is the only way. People that are very mad. You put somebody in cell. You put Nnamdi Kanu in cell 2021, June. You started accusing him of activities of criminal of 2021, December, and 2022, 2023. Criminal activity. So your only point of arresting somebody in 2021 is because of things that will happen 2022, 2023. Mad people everywhere. So we continue. Let me go with facts and figures of this very Christian genocide in the southeast Nigeria. Let's go there. Prove it to me where let me just go. We'll be bringing headlines one by one. Are you sharing it? Share it now. If you have the tortoise hand, you will get the hand of what is it called? Or pork. A lady hand at that body of Akobog. You get one Akobog. Makakobog na de sasara, I cannot be na kuchi. I cannot be one cheche. Anyone like to in sharing this program. Let's just read, please. I seen it. Let's go. Documentations. Christian genocide in Southeast. Soludo is presenting criminality. We are talking about genocide on our coinyo because that is what they recruited. They always point out at what they have instigated. If IPOB did not destroy Umuahia, why should we be in Anambra or Nabage? It's mad. If IPOB did not destroy Abia State, where Nnamdi Kanu was attacked, where he came from, why should we be in Olo? Are you insane? In Amara, are you foolish? Abia State is peaceful. Anambra will be burning, and Abia Imo will be burning. In Abara, anybody that it is happening in his state instigated it. Why is Abia State peaceful? If IPOB is mad, if IPOB is violence, everybody will instigate insecurity in his state. And when you ask him about genocide, he will present his own plot. They cannot go to the direct. We talk about genocide, you talk about criminality that have been in existence. Criminality doesn't stop. Always, now so but criminality doesn't stop. How about I go bring in a flask? Good morning. So let us read from here. And I'm live. Right? I know issue to tie a biligo, maybe tlammy, more to his side for a mint, a man, everything. Serve angry. So we continue. So we continue. So let's read from here. Nigerian army personnel accused of burning, looting properties in Imo community as Rulak demands investigators. Sarah reporter. Christian genocide in Southeast Nigeria. This is what is called genocide. I will say a kidnapper. A kidnapper is a criminal. He can choose to use the name of army to commit crime. He can choose to use the name of ESN, IPOB to commit crime. Do you understand? It doesn't make it a genocide. Yes, police was formed for criminality, not for genocide. Or this army. So genocide is being carried on by the government. When we talk about genocide, you see a government personnel presenting criminality, people like Isoludo, that is, you will know that he is the one who projected that insecurity. He knows about it. That's why he will always use it as his defense. He knows about it. So let us go. Our mama Imo State, waiting happen for the community. We led to the burning of houses and properties. Are you getting it? By Nigerians, it is called genocide. This is war, genocide, Christian genocide. They wanted to use Fulani herdsmen. IPOB launched ESM, blocked them. So they have no other option because they must nationalize it. Hence, it is happening in the north. It must be in the west. It must be in the east. It is an order. If the east did not do it, Nigeria will recruit it. Nigeria will plan it. Nigeria will do it. It must happen. Christian genocide in Nigeria. It must happen. So you don't need to say. That is why they keep killing Christians. They keep killing Christians. Every corner. We are coming with more headlines. You are killing Christians. Killings of Christians. Oh, yeah, look at it. Izombe. How Nigerian army invasion of Southeast community rendered many homeless. Right? Rendered many homeless. Are you getting it? That is genocide. Genocide, invasion of communities. They burn it down. They don't come as rescue. No, they come as people that have been mapped out for extermination. The way the army and police invade our communities, look into it to see if they come as people who have come to save the people. Can we go to this very report? Christian genocide in Southeast. It is the whole Nigeria, but we are reporting that of the Southeast, which any idiot that come up to present criminality to challenge the genocide presentation by the USA is an idiot, because you don't compare genocide with criminality. Criminality doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. People can disguise, commit crime with the name of agitation, commit crime with the name of government, commit crime with the name of politics, commit crime with the name of army, police, DSS, commit crime with the name of road safety, commit crime with the name of civil defense. It is different that somebody want to go to armed robber and say, I am ESN, I'm ESN. That is what he want to use to go his crime. Do you understand? Somebody want to become an armed robber. He say, I'm a politician. I am contesting for Senate. That is the only way he want to become to use to cover up his crime. He's a criminal. When he goes there, you know he's a thief. Just that he disguised. So you don't compare it with genocide. Criminality is different. People force victims in the hand of criminals. Genocide is different, sponsored by the government. Can we go through this, please? This is genocide. Nigeria, at least 115 people killed by security forces in 4 months in country Southeast. We are talking about 4 months. 4 months, calculate a year. This is just amnesty report on genocide of Christians by the Nigerian state. So Facebook, this is not when you are getting the information I am broadcasting about this. Now you are knowing, or it is now they are reporting this program to you. So they are afraid of these documentations. So they are reporting this program so you tackle the program. Why can't you allow this program? Why are you removing people from Facebook? We continue. Unshakable. We have documents here to present. Share it very, very wide. They cannot be killing Christians. Christians in order for jihad. You want to do your jihad, you go and do your jihad. You don't kill Christians. Let's go there. Let me bring this one bold. Very, very bold. Should I go bold? Yes. This is Homeland Radio Biafra presentation from me, fellow Ipob. Like the program so that it will intimidate the Facebook attack. Facebook attack. Thank you. Thank you. Can you see any charge against Nnamdi Kanu, as many have been amended, where they accuse him of launching ESN to fight Fulani herdsmen? No, they recruited criminality, so they keep giving report of criminals as ESN so that they will cover up the activities of ESN. They don't want it to be seen by the world that ESN voluntarily stood against terrorists that government should fight. So it is a global fight that people who can stand up to fight terrorism should be recommended and regarded as brave men. But Nigeria, in disguise, now recruited criminals who will go into crime and they will tag them ESN. So they keep reporting crimes as ESN activities to cover up the genuine activities of ESN that will attract the USA recommendation of the statute of ESN. So they try to change the statute with a fake statute of criminality. That's why you can never hear them accuse Mazi Kanu of exposing the Fulanization. Can they say that ESN kill Fulani cows? Can they? No, they can't. Can they ever say that ESN dismantled Fulani herdsmen terrorists from their settlement in our bushes and forests, where they base and from attacking our people in their communities? Nobody will say so. So what they do is to say that ESN invade communities. Impossible. Do you understand? That was why number 4 was made number 1 in Imo State, to give out a state that had been peaceful for long under Ihedioha. Are you sharing it? Thank you. Okay. Even for government official also to say that, even Soludo to say that Christian is killing Christian in his state, that is failure. That is inefficiency of duty and negligence of duty. He is not supposed to say it from his mouth, that it is happening in his state. Do you understand? That is government duty. That's why when the Nigerian state formed criminals, they blocked individual investigators from knowing who the criminals are. They rushed and named them unknown government. It doesn't happen under a sovereign nation to call a group of criminals unknown. It's impossible. Where are your intels? Why can't you know them and call them their names? No, because they recruited them and named them unknown government, so people will overlook them from going into investigation to know who they are. That's how they do. That's what the government, it is called false flag operation. Invasion of communities. They will first instigate trouble in your community. If you cannot do it, they will instigate. When they instigate, they will invade. When the army come in your community in Southeast, as in to fight crime, ask yourself, do they act as people who come to fight crime? No, they act as invaders because they are in a mission of Christian genocide. But they must use something to enter. How do they come in? They burn down houses. Even when they come without burning down houses, everybody in that community must be victim of Nigerian army or police. One, people will hands up passing their checking point in that community. Every mother, every father becomes victim, becomes criminal anywhere the police or army comes in the Southeast. Is that how they fight criminals? Is that how to fight criminal? If army come to our community in Igbo land, they will block road. Anybody passing, they say hands up, both old men, both young ones. But if they are security of the country, they will work with the community members. But here, if any community member give police or army information, they will arrest the person. You become a victim. You become the criminal. So people desert them. So the only way they choose, because they know they are invaders and people don't work with them. You cannot do intelligence without the people. So what they do, they believe in massive arrest. If anything happen in any area in Igbo land, they will go on massive arrest. The massive arrest, they believe in arresting 100 people. From 100 people or 100 and something people, they will torture them, and they believe from 3 people out of the 100, they will get information. That is how invaders investigate in a place. But owners of the land, who is in charge of the territory, the people will rush to them and give them information, as they does to ESN. People rush to ESN, give them information. But people desert Nigerian securities in Igbo land because they are here for Christian genocide. They don't come as rescues. As you can see our headlines here. Thank you. Thank you. Are they angry? Ha kwesịrị ịma na anyị na-ekwu eziokwu na we deal with them na. Ka ihe iji egbe eme. Mmebe emeburu ọgaranya ka ogbugbo egburu ya. Gịnị ka iji egbe emekwanụ ebe ịmakwana enwe ihe ị ga-eji emebọ mmadụ obido zowe ezo. Ka anyị na-agbara egbe fọ. Ndị ugwu chọrọ ka emebisie ala Igbo tụọ ụmụ anyị na-aga skuul ka hapụ na-aga otu ha mebiri be ha. Anọkọta ha edi ofu ndị ochi ha bịa gbalie egbe elu na junction. Amị abata na community gbaa obodo ọkụ. Is that how to fight crime? Ị gaghị achọ onye ochi ịgba ụlọ ndị mmadụ ọkụ. It is called false flag operation. False flag operation. They can even kill a criminal, yi ya akwa amị, gadewe n'ihu obodo unu. Small time in the morning, you will see armor cars. Ha abata gbuo unu, before you know it, they massacre you. Ajọ ha sị na egburu onye amị n'obodo a. It's a lie, yo. False flag operation, that is invasion, killings of Christians in Nigeria. For jihad. Thank you. William. I is in Dianala. Henyego Ungo. So you don't need to allow them to equalize it. Though some of our people they are even playing ball short at our post. Very, very short. Enjoy yourself on our back pass. Some of our people. In a match, we are playing with Nigeria, but the British is putting on Nigerian jersey. You will see people that IPOB, you look at them, they say they are wise. They will just go back and play short on our post, putting our defense on tension. When you ask them, they say, well, I'm playing back pass. You must be a fool. You must be an idiot. The referees are the British. Last man, British. You know about ball back. Can you read it? Let us read from what is it called? Sahara Reporters. 2023. So US UK organization release report. I cannot see this in very clear. I need to come bolder again because I'm outside, so it is glittering here. Okay, I can see it now. US-UK organization released report on how ex-president Buhari allegedly funded a bubago in Southeast to kill residents. Used Imo Ebonyi government, that is Hope Uzodinma and Devomai, right? Governments as executors. Sarah Reporter. This is Christian genocide. You know, now let's go to Bubago. Have you ever seen any government official like Soludo anywhere and some other of them that have ever accused Bubago? No. But let me take your mind back. Are you aware of protests against Bubago in Ebonyi State? Protests against Bubago by the citizens in Enugu State? protest against embargo in Anambra State, protest against embargo in Abia State, protest against embargo in Imo State. Can you show us protests against IPOB ESN in Ebonyi, in Enugu, in Imo, in Anambra, in Abia? You cannot. Then why is it that they never pointed a Bubago on the issue of insecurity? You have had Dokubo telling you where he killed people in Imo, kills in Anambra, and in Abia. Have you ever heard them talking about insecurity? Is they mention Dokubo? No. You had DSS encouraging their men to kill anybody they see suspected to be. Then, have you ever seen them pointed out at the crimes of DSS? You see army kills, you see police kills. I'm still coming to Izombe massacre. You will come, I'll present it now. They keep. Now, when they want to video the corpses of those that they killed and throw in a place, immediately they send their people to go and video it. If they video, they say, it's IPOB ESN. Where they pack our people, agitators. Now we ask Dokubo, we ask Ebubago, we ask even Abakiari, we ask DSS, ask the army, ask the police, where did you keep the dead bodies of our people you kill in Imo? Where did you throw their dead bodies? Can you show us? So how do you conclude that these corpses was killed by a particular people? So where did you throw your own? Because Dokubo was killing and is killing, Ebubago was killing and is killing presently, army was and is killing. Police, we heard about Izombe massacre, we heard about invasion of our mama, invasion of Omuaka, invasion of what is it called? What is it? Also, when you go to Osu, you get Osu Ihitokwa, Osu Mohu, what is it called? Ihitenansa, right? I think those places. So they destroyed even Isiekenesi. Invasion. The main key is military invasion. They don't come as people who came to fight crime, but they remain invaders, as Ojuku said. They are invaders. Right? So we continue. Have you ever seen them talk about Ebubago, talk about Dokubo? No, IPOB, ESN, as if they don't know what they're doing. So where do these people keep their own corpses? Hey, do you see? Hey, look at this dead body. So these are our people. What is it called? The agitators killed. Look at their corpses, where they threw them. Then you ask the person videoing that thing, can you show us where Nigerian army threw their own dead bodies? Can you show us where the police threw their own? So you cannot show us where Bubago threw their own. They killed police kills in hundreds, army kills. So you now saw the corpses you believe is agitators. So where are the corpses of army and police in Imo, in Anambra, Ihiala? Where do they keep their own? Oh my no here. You cannot investigate the matter. We are still on headlines, coming up with more headlines to deal with you in truth and in honesty. Onye ji egbe na ama ihe. Onye ji egbe is a useless person because he cannot be patient. Onye na-eji egbe na ama ihe. Onye ji egbe can always be useless. Aya me ha je mebikana ihe. Ka ihe ji egbe mekwana, my brother. Hapụgodo egbe. Kwuo eziokwu. Say the truth. Ị na-ekwu okwu egbe ije me gịnị? Ndị ka eji egbe, Nigeria ji egbe na-agbasi nsi, ha gbatara gịnị? Ha gbatara gịnị? Ịgba egbe ha bịa bọmbụ arịarịa. Ndị arịarịa gwa gị na Nnamdi Kanu egbuo ha. Ị makwado ihe? Ịgba egbe ha emebi Ọnịcha mee maka iche na ha ga-abịa gbaa gị. Ha ga-ebu ụzọ destroy the livings of our people, so they will turn against you. It is a useless before the world. Ebe na amaghị ihe. These things ị hụrụ n'ala Igbo now, we achieved it out of 20 pounds. Here are suffering. You must guide it. The highest thing you get, these things I develop here, you must guide it. Only Rona Achebia maybe a dollar and up outside. Iga drug daughter na begi. Somebody maybe go to bear not a maybe go. Imagine on a choke maybe a begi. Ibia bali elu na your junction. Imrani I'm invite. Ha bia na community ha man e bagoso. How about the whole community oku? Ko e cost the ogenwa. Then you need to be wise. Mana na go Burundi during the war 67 to 70. Kwa shoko. Inwe one cup of garri, ị na-ekwu okwu agha. Gịnị mekwa na Nnamdi Kanu enyebe ndị mmadụ egbe? Because ọ ma na inwe kọpụ garị, inwe ofu ogbe eji, inwe kọpụ rice, and agụụ gburu nna gị si 7 to 70. Agụụ mere eji merie unu n'agha. Ị ka na-etikwe mkpu ọgụ taa with agụụ ọnụ ibukwa. Thank you. Omotanze, thank you. Invasions. Around this road. Lilu, the army destroy Lilu. They destroy around this dog, destroy Akokigwe, destroy the what is it called? Omalomako, a human no market. Omalomako. They invaded Obo, Onimo. Do you understand? Omako, all these places, invasion. They will be putting it fire. Is that how to fight crime? That is Christian genocide. That is anger that IPOB destroyed them with the ESN. So they have to do it by themselves. Army have to do it by themselves because it was the same Fulani that would do it. But we blocked them with ESN. And in Benue, they don't have ESN. In other north, and they don't have ESN. So the Fulani continue to do it. But here, the army, police, Ebubago took over because IPOB gave the Fulani herdsmen ESN. So the army started doing it with first flag operation. They will instigate trouble by recruiting criminals. When they shoot, the army will come and kill the community members. Thank you. So we continue. Are you reading it? Are you reading from Amnesty? Let me bring it bolder for my own benefit of so we can go there. Human rights violation by Ebubago. Amnesty International documented several cases of human rights violations by the Ebubago security operatives in Ebonyi and other states. On 9 September 2021, a stray bullet from an operative of a Ebubago security outfit killed the daughter of a traditional ruler in Onitsha Igboeze community in the Onitsha local government of Ebonyi State. On the 18th of October 2021, 4 persons were killed and many others injured by Ebubago operatives in Amasere community in Afikpo North, LGA of Ebonyi State. We continue. Let me bring it up a little. So we continue. Okay, so we continue. Tobe, a 37-year-old resident of Onitsha Igboeze community in Onitsha, LGA, Ebonyi State, informed Amnesty International that the Ebonyi State government introduced Ebubago and has been using it to suppress people, especially the oppositions. He's talking about Devumai, right? So this is Christian genocide, right? So we continue with more headlines. Oh yeah, let's go here. Another headline. Wedding guests, brothers, Ebubago's murders victim in Nigeria Southeast. Ebubago's murdered victims in Nigeria Southeast. All this insecurity they are talking about, have you ever seen them mention Ebubago? No, no. It is their killer machine. So what it is, IPOB. Do you understand? Community protested against army. Community protested against Ebubago. Community protested against police. Community did not protest against ESN. But the ESN is their own problem. IPOB is their own problem. But they overlook their own criminals that they recruited against indigenous people, thinking that will be foolish like them. Read another one. Nigerians' extrajudicial executions under the guise of tackling insecurity in the southeast must stop. This is amnesty. Let me bring it down. You see them. This is amnesty. You can see it. That is Christian genocide that Fulani herdsmen should have been doing for them in communities in southeast. They are using they now turn around and start using army and police, Ebubago, Dokobo, DSS to do it. And when they do it, they'll target IPOB ESN. They even recruited fake agitators. They recruited the people they call unknown government, which they knew. They named them unknown government. In a country that is sovereign, they get up in the morning and call group of criminal unknown government without investigating in order to block independent investigators who will have time to investigate this thing and know who they are. They block them. Thank you. May invite in the mother Kahabia Kanya Doha. Ana Bandi Rose and Anyaba. Ndị biriba na-evugharị egbe amaghị isi. Mgbe a ga-eru n'egbe egbe na ga-edi wiki. Enyelekwa ya. Ị na-evugharị egbe. Onye na-aga oshi na-ebido na ya ada agba egbe. Aka na-akụja agodo foundation Nigeria na-agba egbe. Nigeria ọwa ekụjacha foundation ya kwa ya aka ọ daa ebe ọcha ebe anyị chọrọ ka ọ daa ihe. Anyị na-akọtụ branches ya which is their friends. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu akọtụla ọtụtụ root ụtụtụ akwara ya na redio Biafra. Anyị megide egbugide akwara Nigeria ya afọ tap root anọ na center. Anyị ga-akọ one day na anyị akọtụ. I'm telling you. Ọkwa akwara one day we will cut up. Akwatuo. And enyi ha with the truth. Enyi ha branches in Nigeria. Ihe anọgo 111 years from 1914. Here how kiri mango equal Nigeria. So us systematically igeji nwayo na-egbu ya ndị na-agba egbe na-agba because why Nigeria is shooting ka inwe ike soro ha agbawa maka ha ma na ịma dị ụzọ. Igbawa hala they will tell the world that's how their father do. That's how their father do. That's what Ojukwu do. But hụrụ nke a anyị ga-agwa ha na Ojukwu ha ma ihe. That's why we presented the activities of Ojukwu, Biafra army, Biafra Biafra genocide, right? They were all in defense. So what we do is clear their image. That's what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing on Radio Biafra. Because we must vindicate them in their fight before we move forward and present our case. Because they tag them rebels. So thereby blackmailing them. They have no clear face. Nobody can see them as human beings. They were abandoned here. Because they were blackmailed through this BBC who cannot say anything today. Do you understand? Because IPOB don't trust them. So when we came, we understood that we inherited the same image from our father. So that started given to them by the British is what is leading us. And we are suffering over it in different parts of the world. So we have to explain to the world what happened between our fathers and Nigeria. So this was what we were doing. They say, you are talking too much. Ojukwu chọrọ ka enye opportunity to talk too much. But there was no such avenue. Ọwụkwado nke IPOB nwere such avenue. Esi anyị ekwule too much. Anyị gbawazie egbe too much. Ọkwa okwu ka a ga-eje esetụla egbe ma ịgbawa ya. Anakwa eje egbe esetụla egbe. When you shoot, emeche were okwu setụlọ egbe. So ọ bụrụ na ị ga-ekwunwe okwu bench egbe, is that not better? Mugo. Ịgbacha ihe niile a ga-enwe middleman. Ma mgbe ị na-agba egbe, ị need middleman. They must come and say ngwa cherenu. Two of you cannot stop. Just like our case now. Two of us cannot end it. Nigeria will try to win. We'll be trying to win. What we do is to be careful so that when the middleman comes, they will not blame you. Nigeria is playing defending themselves not to be blamed. And they play not to be blamed. Okay, go ahead, buy egbe. Take action. Each and all na get settled. When they will come now, onye obula go shank ya. Ego shank ga hu na default. Ibido zuzu ile anyi na anya. But you have opportunity to make your start to plan, to make your image stand firm, so that when the middlemen will come, Nigeria will be found guilty. There will be no option than to free you. You know, na feel only my here. It's an ayamari here. I met a chande and here they will know. The image and the statue of our father, we have changed it. Because the world now understood that our fathers wasn't rebels. So when immediately Nnamdi Kanu understood that they have welcomed it, now we push IPOB agenda. Immediately. Good morning, no? Good morning, no? Oh, no, you're up. So we continue. Thank you. So are you getting it? There are works we do. Imechazie ya eruo n'ihu n'ihu. Ahụ na onwe ihe Nigeria ji ekpegbu gị. But awe bịa ha bịa gbali egbe elu na junction, ịgbalicha egbe elu na junction. Mgbe a ga-eruzi which America anụ sand egbe gị. Let me read this and remove it. Okay, let me read it and remove it. Southeast Ebubago operatives kill father of 3 in Imo. Family demands justice. That is Christian genocide. Soludo is presenting criminality. Ana-ekwu genocide, ọ na-ekwu ndị oshi na-akwụsị akwụsị. Onye oshi ga-ejikwa ha Soludo zukwu oshi na Anambra echi. And that will not make us to call Anambra State thief. The same way thief will use aha IPOB ga oshi. Otu a ka ndị oshi ga-ejikwa politics batakwa oshi. Otu a ka ndị oshi ga-eji aha amị ga oshi. Otu a ka ndị oshi ga-eji aha polisi ga oshi. But onye oshi were aha IPOB yes and go oshi ha ekwete. But onye oshi were aha politician ga oshi. Ha sị mba, we did not send him, we will get him arrested. Do you understand? So that is what we are doing. Now you can understand. A clear Charles are they were director on Aputa on Agula. But some people want us I have pro director or Aputa go Vitor. My people are you know. The problem Nigeria the struggle continues. While Nnamdi Kanu is there, destroying Nigeria before the world. And about 2 ways. Ha ga-anọ n'etiti okwu ha ga-emetụ bọọlụ. But some of you sọrọ ka anyị chiri ihe anyị akwa iwe n'ofu basket. You know, immediately we secure the search and acquitted in appeal court, anyị jiri ga elawa. Ihe ọzọ na-emebe ha agbasa anyị. Imecha after you decide on Nnamdi Kanu, any government we meet with will present appeal court. We needed the weapon and we secure it. Face is ihe dry na diplomat. Ị bịa nọ here na-eti mkpu. Na-eti mkpu iche na ya ma ihe anyị na-eme. I caught to Chakwara Nigeria, caught to Chande friends, which is the branches of these 3 that have lasted 111 years from 1914. I caught to Chai of Fonaniha, and then also. Some of their friends, who's our friends now. I met a Chande and here they will know. No matter my high now, here, and I better hear their lega. So that is what I have for now. And that is the end of this very program. From me, from here, it is good morning.